it's Enigma, and like the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. If you remember correctly, a while back I ended up making a few videos talking about some of the handhelds that I have been collecting, and one of those handhelds was this Nintendo 3DS. Now, I had a good run with this. Unfortunately, I've got to be the bearer of bad news, so this little guy bit the dust. Now, when I first picked this up, I also really knew that I wasn't going to be getting like something that was going to last. One of the issues that came with was with one of the shoulder buttons. One of the shoulder buttons doesn't work. So what I did was I opened it up and I swapped it out. But as I was looking into the motherboard, I noticed something bad about this. The motherboard was corroded. So that meant that I don't know who owned this thing, but there has to have been some type of water damage done to this device. It was a miracle that it was still running. But regardless, I did what I could. I replaced whatever I could find, and at this point, it was literally living on borrowed time because this thing is no longer functioning. I'm pretty sure you can tell from the lights that are on, but this thing has been on the boot screen for almost... Actually, I think it's been over 30 minutes. Nothing's turning on. The screen is completely black. I swapped out the screen just to play it safe, but it didn't work. I feel like the only way that I could possibly save this little guy is if I were to swap out the motherboard entirely, but if I do that, then I'm better off just buying a new one. And it's a shame too, because it was so convenient to have this thing be able to just copy some of the games that I had. That way I could have a digital copy as well as a physical one. Funny enough, that's one of the perks of having a modded Nintendo device. You can literally clone your stuff in case something happens to any of your physical cartridges. However, I'm not entirely too sad about this, especially since I was able to get my hands on a bit of an alternative. Inside of this bag right here is my alternative. Technically, you could consider it a downgrade, but again, I'm not expecting too much out of this, although it's already blown me away for the price. What's inside of this bag is a Nintendo 2DS. I had to pick it up as soon as I saw it, and this thing has seen some better days, similar to the Nintendo 3DS that I've got. And unlike last time in which I ended up buying it and modifying it before inspecting anything inside, literally, the first thing that I did before I purchased this, well, with the permission of the person who I bought this from, because I bought this locally, I took it apart and I inspected it thoroughly. And the internal components were honestly very well maintained. Literally, the only bad thing about this device is the scratches that are on the screen. Well, there's a bit of glare, but of course, outside of the foam panels and the fight pad that you can see that it's pretty scratched. And this works perfectly fine. Not to mention, I've also already copied everything that I had on the 3DS into my 2DS. And all I gotta say is that for the way that this thing is shaped, it's actually very comfortable to hold. Shoulder buttons are nice and responsive, as well as the other buttons, including the analog stick. And the best thing of all is that some of the parts that this could need in the near future, I can just siphon them out of this little guy. Now, there is a bit of a downside to this thing, and that is the fact that unlike its predecessor, the Nintendo 3DS, this isn't exactly very portable. You can't fit this in your pocket. All in all, I'm pretty happy with the purchase for my Nintendo 2DS, and maybe I might end up purchasing another handheld in the future. So hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications so I never miss out on a video or a live stream. And if you would like to help support the channel, check out buymeacoffee.com/enigma. Links for everything will be down in the description box below. And as always, this is Enygma Shooting Star, signing out.